Okay, so today we will discuss about the basic difference between digital marketing and traditional marketing. What are digital marketing and what is traditional marketing, and how they are different to each other. What are the benefits of traditional marketing and what are the benefits of digital marketing, and which one is better. In this session, we will learn about the difference between digital and traditional marketing. So, while having a marketing budget, it's important for any business, whether it's a small business or a big MNC. It's equally important to spend it on the right direction and make it the most of it. Whether they are spending it on a television advertisement or a newspaper or a Facebook, they want to make it the most out of it. So they want more result, more revenue, and more leads and sale for their product. So many businesses reaching the right marketing season is not easy. For many businesses, it's not easy, even though it can make a huge difference in their result. So when you are planning any marketing strategy, whether it's for traditional marketing or digital marketing, you have to do a lot of research on your audience, on your platform, and on the content you are publishing on these marketing campaigns. So it be a little bit difficult task when you plan your marketing campaign for any platform, whether it's traditional or digital. So if you let's say if you decide to do or promote your content using any social media channel where your audience is available, so you are doing a digital marketing or maybe a social media marketing, and doing that you need to hire a digital marketer or a digital marketer agency if you want to promote your content on uh, search engines or any social media channels. So you need to hire a digital marketer or a digital marketing agency, and that is an example of digital marketing. So basically, what is traditional marketing? We know that if we are advertising on social media, search engines, or mobile applications, or we are doing display advertisement, so we are doing digital marketing. But basically, what is traditional marketing? What are the example of traditional marketing? So it is a convenient mode of marketing that helps to reach out to a semi-targeted audience with various offline advertising and promotional method. So when we are choosing offline marketing, that means if we are using newspapers, televisions, magazines, radio, banners, movie advertisements, we are doing traditional marketing, and it's a semi targeted. We know that what kind of interest these people have, but we don't know exact kind of behavior or buying habit of those person. Like if we are advertising on a English newspaper like Times of India or Hindustan Times, we know that our audience is elite class. They know how to speak in English. They know how to read in English, and obviously, if they know how to read in English, they are reading English newspaper. That means they are educated. They have some kind of good degree from good colleges, and they are from maybe a middle class family or higher middle class family or the rich people. So we know something about them when we choose a traditional marketing campaign. For like, if we are choosing a different particular channel on a television, for example, a sports channel, so we know that they like sports. So our product will be targeted toward those who have interest in sports. Or we are targeting any specific type of movie. So we know that what kind the genre of the movie, what is the base audience of that movie. So we know something about our audience, but not everything. So we call it a semi-targeted audiences and the offline way when we are doing when we are doing traditional marketing. Now these are the example of traditional marketing. You can see here magazines. Magazines are really popular, whether it's
Yeah.
a Times Now or a fashion magazine or a food magazine or a tech magazine. Magazines are really popular. Go to any bookstore, go to any newspaper store, and you will find hundreds of magazines related to different business category. Flyers and brochures are the main part of marketing, especially for those who can't afford advertising on newspaper, televisions, and magazines. So what these people do, they print flyers and brochures and propagate them, or distribute them outside, or inside the newspaper or any other mode. Radio. Radio is really popular way of marketing, especially after these private channels like Red FM, Radio City, and other channels started 10 to 15 years back. So now companies are also investing on audio marketing, and audio marketing means using radio channels for marketing purposes. And the three main traditional marketing way which companies use and invest heavily because it costs a lot are: number one is TV advertisements. So running a TV advertisement, whether it's a soap, a daily soap channel, or movie channel, or a sports channel, cost a lot. 4 to 5 crore rupees per advertisement it costs, because you have to create a video advertisement, then you have to use a brand ambassador on that advertisement, and then these channels charge a lot for their prime time slots, or that slot you will run your advertisement. Same with the billboards. The billboards you will see on the roadsides, especially on the highway side, whether it's about channel like a Netflix or Prime, or it's about a news channel, or it's about a car advertisement, or McDonald's, or big burger advertisement. You will see different kinds of billboard, especially on the highways. So it also costs a lot, because those billboards charge around 1 to 2 lakh rupees by the owners. And the last one is newspaper, because India have a huge readership number of newspaper, and in India there are around 22 plus languages, and every language have their own regional newspaper. We have Bangla newspaper, we have Punjabi newspaper, we have Gujarati newspaper, we have English and Hindi newspaper, Urdu newspaper. Also we have a newspaper in regional languages, and that's how we can say target their regional customer by running advertisement on those newspapers. But again, it's really costly, whether you are running a front page advertisement, or an end page advertisement, or a small one by one column advertisement. It will cost you more than 20 to 30,000 rupees per day. And if you are running a front page advertisement, it will cost you 4 to 5 lakh rupees per day. Or your advertisement will be appear only to the particular city, because these news agency print their advertisement for particular city. So Times of India print advertise different newspaper for Delhi, or different for Mumbai, or different from Pune, or different from Gujarat. So that is the way of traditional marketing, and the part of traditional marketing you will choose to advertise your content. So over the years, traditional marketing changed a little bit, but aspects are almost same. So the way of promoting, whether like creating and the change we mostly saw in traditional marketing are related to the content part and the delivery part. What type of content we are creating, and how we are delivering our content, how we are targeting our customers, is changed in last 2 to 3 decades. But the mode of advertising are same: newspaper, television, magazine, radio, billboards, and flyers. There are no other way of advertising. Only these are available for traditional marketing. You can see some advertisement on cinema halls too between the movies. They are also part of traditional marketing. So there are some small part of traditional marketing too available, but everything didn't change much over the years. And today the technology has grown and is enabling businesses to connect to their audience like never before, especially with the help of social media, because it connects each other, and we are connected with the people from our past, from our school, from our colleges, from our businesses. And we are also connected to the people we don't even know, and we never have met in our past, and we will never gonna meet in our future. And we are investing a lot of time in digital platform too, and we also moving to digital every day, whether to watching a content or reading a news. So that's why companies are investing more on digital medium day by day. So what are the drawbacks in digital traditional marketing, if you see? Because we are comparing digital marketing to traditional marketing, and if a business is trying to invest, or if as a digital marketer or a digital marketing agency owner, you want to convince a business or a small startup to promote their business or advertise their business on digital mediums, so you have to tell that person, "Okay, what are the drawbacks of traditional marketing?" So the number one drawbacks of traditional marketing is little and no interaction with your audience. Now, that every single advertisement you running on a traditional medium, whether it's a newspaper advertisement or television or flyers or billboards, are like a one-way communication. They are communicating to you. They are telling everything about your product through a pre-recorded video on TV advertisement or a front page advertisement on a newspaper or a billboards or a pamphlets or brochure or a radio. So you can't communicate with them back. In traditional marketing, it's not like that. If you are running advertisements on a traditional marketing, someone can comment below your advertisement. Someone can click on your advertisement and reach to your website and mention their query there. They can directly message you on Facebook Messenger or Instagram or on your website chat. They can directly send you email. So there are lots of engagement with your audience when you are doing traditional marketing. They can
Digital
engage,
marketing.
yeah, sorry,
Yeah.
digital marketing, exactly. There are lots of engagement, whether by doing a comment, liking, sharing, or saving your content to watch it for future. So this is the most beneficial part of digital marketing, the engagement with your audience. And everyone know that if we are engaging with someone, he will be really interested in us. That's why people talk. If someone who don't talk much, people will not engage with that person. They will find it boring and go to someone else. Same in marketing. If they can engage with you as a company, as a marketer, as an advertiser, as a content, you will generate more leads and more sale for your business. So that is the benefit of digital marketing, because it's more engaging, and traditional marketing almost zero engagement. You can't engage with a TV advertisement because they don't provide any kind of contact information. You can't engage with billboards. They don't provide any kind of contact information. Yeah, with the brochures and templates and newspaper advertisements, few of them provide phone numbers, so you can call them. It's up to you. They provide email ID and website, but if you go to email ID and website, it's a part of digital marketing then. So in traditional marketing, engagement is almost zero. After the engagement part, the second drawback of digital market, so traditional marketing, is very costly. Whether it's a TV advertisement, it can cost you around 4 to 5 crore rupees. Newspaper advertisement, 10 to 15 lakh rupees, depend upon when, what is the size of the advertisement, what is the size of the column, and what is the page you are choosing, and what is the readership number of that newspaper. So it is really, really, really costly. A small startup or a small company or a small institute can't do a traditional marketing. It's impossible for them. You will never find a small startup advertisement in any traditional marketing channel, whether it's 2021 or 10 years back in 2010. There was no advertisement from a small startup there because they can't afford it, because it costs too much. Now, the third one, which is also important, and the in digital marketing and the drawback of traditional marketing, is major ROI. So ROI means return on investment. So what of the money we are investing on advertisement, or whether on a digital marketing or traditional marketing, we calculate it and with the results, and that tell us return on investment, what we invested and what we get in return. That means if we are selling a product and after doing advertisement we generated 5 to 6 sale, so our sale will be return of investment, how much money we have spent to generate one single sale. Same with leads, same with website click or likes or shares. In traditional marketing, you cannot find out. How? Because in traditional marketing, we run advertisement on different channels together. The same advertisement of the same company, of the same product, you will see on newspaper, same advertisement of same company you will see on television and billboards and radios and in cinema hall. Now let's say from all the advertisement, hundreds of customers come in traditional marketing. Now, how they will calculate a particular return of investment of a particular marketing campaign, because they don't know where all those hundreds came from. Maybe all of them came from a single TV advertisement and zero came from newspaper or billboards. Maybe 20 will come and equal will come from all the mode of advertisement. Maybe TV, most of the come, newspaper second highest, or radio third highest. So we don't know exact number when we are doing traditional marketing. There is no way to calculate a ROI. You can actually calculate the total number of sale and divide it by the total number of budget you spend on advertisement. That give you a approximate return of investment. But even you can't find out which actually mode of advertisement work for you. It was TV, newspaper, or radio. It's hard to find out return of investment. But in digital marketing, we run different marketing campaigns on different channels, and we actually check the actual result of every marketing campaign, whether it's on a Facebook, Instagram, or LinkedIn, Twitter, or Google, or any other media. We can actually find out the exact number and return of investment of that marketing campaign. So this is the really beneficial part of our digital marketing. Now, the last two feedbacks or last two drawbacks of traditional marketing are difficult to receive feedback. So, from your customers, we want to get reviews, because these kind of reviews give us a positive image in the mind of our potential customer. When potential customers are buying something from us, it's really hard to engage them and convert them into a sale, because they have lots of doubt about your company and about your product. For example, when you are enrolling for the digital marketing courses and you check other digital marketing courses too, probably you have think about that, which one is best and which one is a second best. So obviously you have searched a lot on the internet. You have checked the reviews on a Google reviews or on the website. You have checked the feedback from a previous customers. So this is the benefit of digital marketing, because every uh, customer is giving a review, whether it's a negative or a positive, whether they are doing it on a Google review, Yelp, or Just Dial, or they are just typing their review or feedback on comment box. So every customer is giving some kind of feedback, at least 90 to 95%. But in traditional marketing, no feedback, no review. Okay, so if you go to a traditional marketing normal shop or like a showroom, you will not find a review from that product or their shop review anywhere. You just how you will find out that this shop is popular? By seeing the number of buyers there. Like if a sweet shop is really popular or a food shop is really popular, you will see lots of people around that shop buying the product. That's the only review you can get about a product or about a company in traditional marketing. But in digital marketing, if someone is selling a food, how you will find out it's really popular? By reading the reviews, whether on their website or Zomato or Swiggy or Google reviews. So the feedback part is also not possible in traditional marketing. Now the poor conversion ratio, another drawback in digital or traditional marketing. So conversion ratio means how many are converting into a sale after engaging with your content, after watching your content, after visiting you. So in traditional marketing, whenever see advertisement on a newspaper or television, we call them or we personally visit to their shop and check their product, and then we don't buy it. Why? Because we don't know about the competitor product. What we do, we go to next shop and next shop, and we visit 10 to 15 shop, like shopping. You do regular shopping and you decided to buy a dress. Do you buy a dress from the first shop? No. You will directly go to the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. compare everyone dress and prices, then possibly you will come back to the first one or to that shop which have the best price and best dress. So conversion ratio is really slow. But here in digital marketing, you don't need to go to a different shop. In a single site you can compare all product, you can check all the reviews, and you will buy product quickly within a 10 to 15 minutes after reviewing everything. In digital marketing or in traditional marketing, maybe you check two shops today, two tomorrow, two some other day. Also, when you are doing traditional marketing, it's you are investing lot of money, that 2 lakh, 10 lakh, 15 lakh for advertisement, and how many customers you are generating from that advertisement, 10 to 15. And when you divide that, you will find out that your conversion is really bad as compared to digital marketing. So these are the drawbacks of traditional marketing, and the benefit of digital marketing are digital marketing do everything which traditional marketing can't do.
Yeah.
So what is digital marketing? You already know, we already discussed about the digital marketing is an online way of promoting advertising and engaging with your audience on any digital medium, social media, search engines, mobile application, or display advertising. Now, when companies are deciding to invest money on any digital medium, or they decided to do online marketing, and they decided to promote their content on the social media, they are doing because of the actual number they know about behind it. So let's say Facebook. So Facebook is really popular everywhere. In India, it's really popular. In USA, it's not much that much popular because in USA they have other applications too, like Pinterest, Quora.com, Reddit. It's also popular there. So in only in USA, 60% of adults are using Facebook regularly. So that means out of two, one people is using Facebook on USA. So
Yes.
company can target their products, their services, which are focused more towards the adults. So if you are targeting adults, adults mean the age of 18 to 30 or 35 years. So you can choose Facebook because 60% of population are using Facebook in USA. Even in India, 60% plus population of adult is using Facebook. Same if you are doing B2B marketing. B2B marketing means we are providing leads, or we are getting leads, and our customers are businesses like a A4 sheet, a printing sheet, or pen, diary, or I am providing some kind of software. So my customers are businesses. My customers are not consumers like you. I will target company like Amazon, Flipkart, because my product is for those companies. So collecting B2B needs, you have a platform like LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a professional social media platform where companies have accounts, where professionals have accounts. So 90% of companies and B2B marketers are active on LinkedIn. That means only 6% of businesses and B2B marketers are not active on LinkedIn. Only 6%. And those 6% are those who have a really small business or those don't have any idea about LinkedIn yet. So this is the power of LinkedIn. LinkedIn may have a less base. Facebook have 2.7 billion active users. LinkedIn have only 675 million active users, but all those active users are business owners or entrepreneurs or the professionals like us who are doing some kind of job. So they have account there. So if you are want to promote your content and your target is businesses and you want to generate B2B leads, you will advertise on LinkedIn platform because businesses are available there. They have account there. They use regularly LinkedIn profiles or LinkedIn pages. Now, the biggest change, especially after 2018 and in next coming 2 to 3 years, will be the mobile marketing, because now everyone have mobile devices these days. Let's not say everyone, let's say 70% of Indian population have mobile these days, but in coming year, no, 2 to 3 years, this will go up to 85%. And 5G data is around, maybe in the next year you will get the 5G data too. data is really cheap. Uh, Internet reach to the villages and the corner part of the country. So now companies are targeting mobile devices, whether through display advertisement or mobile advertisement or push-up notification, because they know we use mobile devices a lot. 90 to 95% traffic only come from mobile devices. Only 5% traffic come from desktop devices. At least 2% traffic increase in last 1.5 year only because of the online classes and work from home. So 1.5% increase in desktop traffic increased because nowadays we are working from home and attending classes from laptops. So we are using laptop a lot these days in last 1 to 5 years. So there is sudden increase in desktop traffic to 1.5%. The last one is stats show that 90% of B2C, that means businesses to consumers, businesses prefer social media as being the most effective content marketing strategy. So if you're targeting your consumers, and consumers can be those like you are a consumer, you are not a business, so you are not a B2B lead, you are a B2C lead. So if you are targeting any consumer for your product using a digital marketing, then the best platform for you is social media, because everyone is on a social media and everyone is using social media, and the advertisement is also cheap on social media. Google advertisement and some other kind of advertisement are not so much popular if you are targeting B2C, because not everyone is going to Google to search something, or uh, uh, go to any Google map to search any location. We do it once or twice in a day. When we need something, only then we go to Google. But in social media, we go to every social media platform out of boredom, or we want to talk to someone, or we want to update us with the new content our friends or our followers publish on those social media platforms. So we invest more time on social media. If you check your social media time on your mobile setting, you will find out 4 to 5 hours you are spending on a Facebook, Instagram, probably on Snapchat and LinkedIn too. So that much time we are spending on social media as compared to Google or other mobile application or emails. Check that on every single application time. Go to your mobile setting and you will find out 2 to 3 hours on Instagram, 1 to 2 hours on a Facebook, 1 to 2 hours on LinkedIn, and only 30 to 40 minutes on Google. So companies are targeting social media more because they know consumers are spending more time on social media platforms. Now, there is always a debate which one is better, digital or traditional. But nowadays, we all know that the digital marketing is one of the best tool of marketing. And uh, how we can prove that? Because of the budget. Earlier, traditional marketing have a budget of 20% spent. Companies spend around 52% on traditional marketing and 48 or 46% on digital marketing. But recently, this year and in coming years, digital marketing will take over the traditional marketing budget. Now, company will spend more on digital marketing. They will not spend on traditional marketing because of the shift of audience to digital media. And this is the advertising expenditure in billions in over the years of digital advertising in India. Because you can see how fast it evolves and how fast it is evolving. It starts with 2014 when social media channels like Facebook, Instagram started their page section and business account, and Google started acquire YouTube and started running advertisement on YouTube and Google. It started with 32.5 billion, and in only 6 years it's increased up to 210 billion. That is around 700% increase in digital advertising budget in India in only 7 years. So in 7 years it increased, it sorry, in 6 years it increased 700%. Earlier it was 32, now it was 210. So if the budget was 2014 was 32, so how many jobs were there? Around 15, 20 or 30,000. Now the jobs are around 10 lakhs or maybe 20 lakhs in digital marketing. And this is the estimate according to the previous growth of digital advertisement. It's an estimate, but we know that it will increase higher than that. It will go up to
Yeah.
700 billion US dollar, because every day there are new startup starting in India, and they are choosing digital marketing because it's cheaper and it gives better result. So you can see here in this chart, it's actually going to double in next 3 years. We are now in 2021. In next 3 years, it's going to double as compared to 2020. 2020, it was 210 billion, and it will go up to in 2020 539 billion. So almost double or more than double. It will go in 2024, and the main reason will be the mobile marketing and the affordability of mobile devices and access of internet and mobile devices, especially the smartphone, to the rural areas and the cities, or the part of India where internet was not accessible before 2 to 3 years back. So this is the expenditure of digital marketing over the years. So when we say that we will choose digital marketing over traditional marketing, so obviously there is some kind of fact in this statement. How you can prove that yeah, digital marketing is better than that? So number one is when we go to the traditional marketing drawbacks, and we find out that the traditional marketing have zero engagement or almost less engagement. Here in digital marketing, there is a higher level of customer engagement. Digital marketing offers a higher level of engagement and interaction, unlike traditional marketing technique that don't allow a direct interaction with the audience. So here you can chat with us, comment on our post, save our post, email us, go to our website, chat with AI tool, do a webinar or a workshop, do an online meeting. Everything is possible in digital marketing. So the level of customer engagement is higher, and in traditional marketing is almost zero. Ease of measuring results, whether you want to test, because in digital marketing, if you run an advertisement on any platform, it won't be possible it will get successful at the first time, because you don't know much about your audience. You are a beginner, you don't know about what kind of content you have to publish. You don't know about the proper interest of your audience. You did not do a proper research, so obviously your first or second or third marketing campaign will fail. So in digital marketing, we have a tool, or we have a process of testing campaigns, and we call them A and B testing. In this A and B testing, we run a similar kind of advertisement. Only we change a particular aspect of that advertisement. Maybe the audience, maybe the age, maybe the gender, or maybe the content. For example, I will run advertisement for my digital marketing course, and the advertisement will be two different types. One will be a single image, and the second one will be the video. And I will run both advertisement at the same time and do a and B testing to find out which advertisement is getting more engagement by testing two advertisement on the basis of the content I am publishing. One is video based, one is image based. So these kind of things you can do in digital marketing. You can test your advertisement, and you can actually see the results. And whichever marketing campaign is doing better, go with that one. And whichever marketing advertisement is not doing better, pause or delete that advertisement. In traditional marketing, it's not possible to measure the success of advertisement. For example, you run one advertisement on a television, one on a newspaper, and you can't measure that which one is successful unless you ask your customer personally, where did you find out about us? And it's not possible for big businesses. Second one is measure. You can measure actual cost of your marketing campaign, how much it cost you to generate one sale, one lead, one click, one like, one share, one comment, one subscribe. You can actually measure that, analyze. So when we run a successful marketing campaign or unsuccessful marketing campaign, or when we are running two marketing campaign and are doing a and B testing, we can analyze everything. How many people saw our advertisement, how many time our advertisement appears on someone's wall, what time they click on it, on what platform our advertisement appear. we can analyze every single data. What age group are they from? Are they male or female? This is the best part of digital marketing. In traditional marketing, you can't do that. If you are running advertisement on television or newspaper, you don't know someone from young person is watching it, or a mid-age person, or an old person, or female or male. You don't know about the analyze part. Who is your audience? You know that, but you don't know who is watching your content. That's also in the report part. You can also download the proper analyzing report in digital marketing. And when you give away brochure, distribute flyers, advertise in magazine, you don't know how far your marketing is going to be successful, because you don't know who is reading your advertisement, who is watching your advertisement. It's impossible to tell in traditional marketing. Now, the bigger audience range. In traditional marketing before 2015, the audience range was really big, because everyone was watching news, everyone was watching matches, everyone watching the TV soaps, everyone watching the movies on television. But these YouTube, Netflix, Amazon Prime, e-newspaper, social media pages, YouTube, this shifted audience to digital mediums. Now we are investing more time on these channels, whether they are regional channels or local channels or English channels. We are investing more time on that. Because of that, audience range is now more as compared to traditional marketing. And the best part of digital marketing is less expensive and more effective. Less expensive, why? Because in traditional marketing, the minimum budget you need at least 10 to 15,000. Because if you want to print flyers or brochures, uh, a really bad quality of flyer or pamphlet will cost you 10 to 15,000 rupees for maybe 5 to 8,000 flyers. Maybe one flyer costs you 2 to 3 rupees. 10 to 15,000. Then you have to invest it on hire a person who can distribute it to the houses or somewhere. But in digital marketing, you can run a single advertisement in 100 rupees or 80 rupees or 200 rupees. You don't need budget of 10 to 15,000 rupees. It's that much cheap, digital marketing. And most effective, why? Because we can target our audience. Our advertisement will only be to seen to those people who are looking for us, not to everyone. When you are distributing brochures or pamphlets, or you're running advertisement on television or newspaper, you can't choose your audience. Your advertisement will be appear to everyone. So when it comes to spending money on marketing, your return on investment decide whether your campaign was successful or not, and you will only calculate it on digital marketing. So if you already tried and tested the traditional marketing technique before and haven't seen any growth in your business as you wanted, then obviously you need to do a digital marketing, because the audience you are targeting on traditional marketing actually are not seeing your advertisement. Now I will show you the same thing practically, how we are actually measuring the success, or how we are actually calculating and checking the insight of any marketing campaign we are running on any digital platform. So this is a Facebook Ad Manager account where we run advertisement for Instagram and Facebook profiles. So here you can see this is the advertisement we are running right now, and actually we can check the everything. We can check the return of investment, that are ROI. We can measure the success of our campaign, and here you can see the ROI means cost per result, and result can be different. It can be a per website click, or a Facebook lead, or it can be a link click. It can be how many people are seeing your advertisement, or it can be for e-commerce website, a particularly selling a product from their website. So you can see here the leads we are generating from a interested party who want to learn digital marketing is 17 rupee 23 paisa. So we can actually calculate the result, how much we are spending on a single person. Now, this another advertisement we are running for a different company, a stock market company, and they want their traffic to reach to a Telegram channel, and they are doing their business from a Telegram channel. So in 1 rupee, they are getting one subscriber in a Telegram channel, 1.61. So that's how you can actually calculate the result of your marketing campaign, the return of investment, measure the success of your campaign. This is a website traffic one. We just paused this advertisement yesterday because we are not taking any new entries for students. So this is the advertisement where student is directly seeing our advertisement, visiting to our website, or directly deciding to call us to book for a digital marketing course. And I hope and I think so you saw this advertisement. And this is the cost we invested to bring you to this digital marketing course, 1.25 paisa. So you can actually find out the cost per result of every single marketing campaign you are running, which is not possible in traditional marketing.
Traditional marketing.
Because in traditional marketing, for example, you invested 1 lakh rupees on a front page advertisement of a Times of India newspaper. You can't find out how many students come to your institute after seeing that advertisement, because maybe they come from some kind of referral, maybe you are some kind of brand name and they wanted to do digital marketing only from your institute, maybe some of maybe their friend refers them, or maybe they saw advertisement or any kind of billboard advertisement or TV advertisement, and then they visit you. That's why, if I don't know you ever notice or not, that in traditional marketing, whenever we go to any offline institute, any offline store, they ask us to fill a form. And on that fill form, they have a question at the bottom, where do you find out about us? And they give 4 to 5 options there, and we have to tick the box. So
Yeah.
that's the only way to find out where is traffic coming from. You can't calculate results on traditional marketing. That's the problem. Only you can ask customer and depend that the customer is saying the truth. But here I can actually find out, and I actually find out where you came from too.
Okay.
Now this is the cost per result. That means return of investment. You can measure the success, and this is the inside part we are talking about. And
What
the
does this mean? Impression?
Yeah, I'm coming to that. So we will cover this in detail in near next classes. But right now, I will show you the definition of those. So these are actual the part of the insight which we check. So number one is impression. So impression means how many times your advertisement appears on someone's wall or someone's social media account. So that many times, let's say I invested 1575 rupees on this campaign, and my advertisement was appear 7,22,000 times on someone's wall, on their Instagram, or maybe their story, maybe their messenger, or maybe the video section, or maybe the marketplace. So this advertisement appears that many times. So impression is how many times your advertisement appears on someone's wall. Reach is how many people you reach. Reach will always be less from impression. Why? Because most of the time we see same advertisement again, maybe one time in a day, maybe next day, maybe 2 day after, maybe on the other platform. Facebook and Instagram are owned by the same company. So for example, at 5 o'clock you see my company advertisement on a Facebook, and at 7 o'clock you are using Instagram and you see the same advertisement again on Instagram, or 9 o'clock you are using Instagram again and you see the same advertisement on Instagram story. The placement is different. Earlier it was on a Facebook, then Instagram feed, now it on a Instagram story. But person is single. You are the only one person, but you are seeing it 3 times. So Facebook will count it. You are only single reach. And impression will be higher because most of the time people see our advertisement more than one time. Clear?
Yeah.
Mm. So impression are how many times your advertisement appearing, and reach how many people are seeing your advertisement. So most of the time, what we do when we run advertisement now, and we want to target them really hard. So what we do, we fix our frequency. That we want to show our advertisement more than 5 times in a day to a single person. So that person will keep seeing advertisement everywhere he will go, whether Truecaller or any website or Instagram story or Facebook. He will keep seeing our advertisement unless he engage with that advertisement. So impression, we can set a frequency, how many times we want to it. If you don't do it, it will go automatically. 7 days or 8 days, they will repeat the advertisement to the same person again. So impression will always be higher than reach. So this is the impression part, this is the reach part, and this is the total number of result. That means how many people you reach. So our target goal, this is our goal. Our target goal was reaching to the people in this one. In this one, our target goal was sending the traffic to our website. In this one, the goal was same, sending to the Telegram channel. In this one, goal was same, sending to a Telegram channel. This goal was same, sending to a Telegram channel. And in this one, goal was collecting customers information, their mobile number, email ID, and name. So we can do cold calling and cold emailing. So here we are collecting information. That's why the cost is high. When you're collecting information, the cost will always be high. So these are the insight or analyze of your marketing campaign, which is not possible in traditional marketing. Now here you only seeing the reach, impression, cost per result, but there are a lot of things inside of a marketing campaign you can find out in digital marketing, but you can't find in traditional marketing. Go to this, let's say, view chart option, and here you can actually find out a cost per result of every different thing. Like this is the reach, and that much of amount you have spent. If you go to demographics part, you can actually find out which age group of people have watched your advertisement or saw your advertisement. You can see here 18 to 24%, age group of 18 to 24 are the maximum. 55% were male and 11% were women. And you can actually see the number there too. That 2,93,778 were men in the age group of 18 to 24. Those watch our advertisement on Facebook or Instagram. And how much it cost me to reach a man? 3.10 rupees. In women, we reached 56,000, and cost per result was 3 rupees, less as compared to men. So reaching to the women population is 10 paisa cheaper than reaching to man population in an age group of 18 to 24. And then 25 to 34, you will find out here. 25% men, 4% women, cost per result 3.29, and for women 3.33. So this insight tells us if you are targeting 18 to 25, reaching to that age section is cheaper as compared to reaching to a section of 25 to 34. Why? Because this section is more available on social media platforms. So this is the demographic part, age and gender. This one is age and gender is here. Now come to the placement part, where the traffic is coming from. So here you can find out that it is coming from Facebook, that much and this much. The green one is reach and this one is result. So that much of traffic you are generating only from Facebook, and that much is you are generating from Instagram. So this tells us that 18 to 35 of year people are more active on Instagram, because we are generating really high result as compared to Facebook on Instagram. You compare both platforms, you will find out the result is higher in Instagram. Why? Because people use Instagram more these days as compared to Facebook. And if you are using any third-party tool to advertising, like a Truecaller or Ludo King or PUBG, you will find the result here in this part. So this is the way you can analyze the actual insight of your marketing campaign, and you can change it from here. You can right now we are checking the insight of reach. You can change it to the impression like this one, or you can change the result like right now it's the result. You can change it to the amount. like this one. You can from here you can change. Right now it's a desktop and mobile traffic. You can only want to check the mobile result. Click here and you can check the mobile result. This is a mobile result you are generating from mobile devices. If you want to see the desktop result, you will see a really less number of desktop result. Zero result on Instagram from
Instagram.
desktop. Why? Because no one use Instagram on desktop. We
Desktop.
only use Instagram on mobile devices. There is no result on for Instagram. Here on a Facebook, how much I generated? Only 38 impression out of 7 lakh impression. How much impression I've generated from Facebook? Only 38. So that much less we are using desktop devices. And when we run advertisement in near future, na, there you have to pick a category of your advertisement. So you want to run it on a desktop or a mobile or a story or an audience network. So these kind of insight will help you. You can see here in this insight, traffic is not coming from desktop devices. So you will never run advertisement or waste your money on desktop
Desktop.
advertisement. You will run advertisement for mobile devices. So, and you can change insight from here. If you want to check a previous month's insight or last 3 months insight, everything you can do it from this part. Now, there is another thing.
Trafficking is, or what is exactly trafficking? The number of audience that have connected with us is traffic, right?
Yeah, traffic who is reaching to our channel.
Okay.
So whether it's our Facebook page, Instagram page, or a website, we call it traffic or reach. Those who are reaching to us.
Okay.
And if you download this file from here, it's a CSV file. If you download it file from here, it's a really long file. This file have around 7 lakh entries. So if you download this file and click on every single link, they will show you on which platform they show your advertisement and what time. So when we are running advertisement for marketers or company, we need to present our result to them. Okay, this is the ROI of your marketing campaign. So we download result from there, prepare a Excel sheet or PowerPoint presentation and show the company. This is the result of your marketing campaign. So you can find out from here. So this is the part of insight. You can check from here the performance, the demographics, and the placements. On second part, so in digital marketing, we have discussed about 3 things. Number one was it's measurable. We can measure the success. I already shown you 1 rupees click or 13 rupees or 70 rupees lead. The other part was the analyze part, where we can check the performance by checking the impression, reach, gender, or mobile devices or desktop devices. Now come to the second part, which is let's say the targeting. In traditional marketing, we can't target our audiences, but in digital marketing, we can target our audiences according to their interest, behavior, and demographic. So let's say I pick a marketing campaign from here, and let's say I'm picking uh, someone related to digital marketing. So I will click here on edit, and I will go to the here ad set, and here we target people according to their interest and behavior and demographics. I will show you. So this is our daily budget, only 100 rupees. That much, it's cheap. Digital marketing is. We always say traditional marketing is too costly and digital marketing is too
Cheaper.
digital marketing is too cheap and traditional marketing is too costly. And you can see here in 100 rupees, I am reaching 2,000 to 8,000 people daily, and I am generating 47 to 135 links. So my result is this one. I am generating around 110 links per day, and reach is my around 6,000. So in 100 rupees only, that means 3,000 rupees per day. Nothing is cheaper than that in traditional marketing. Now, here you can see I am targeting. If I click here on edit, it will. You can see actually here. Let this screen open. Here you can see I can target people by their location, where they are living. Right now, I'm targeting everyone in India because we are providing online courses. If I'm providing offline courses, I will target a particular city. I am targeting a age of 20 to 35. I'm targeting a gender, all genders, male and female, and I am targeting people on the basis of their interest. And these are their interested. Small businesses, digital marketing, email marketing, online advertising campaign, Google Analytics. So these are the interests those people have. That means they are liking, sharing, commenting these kind of content on their social media handles or on Google or any other partner website. So I can target them by their interest, their demographics. In demographics, location and age and gender will come, and in interest, these interests should come. Again, I click here on edit. Other option will also open.
Okay.
Other than that interest, we have three categories: demographics, age, gender, or location. Interest, what kind of interest you have in business, entertainment, family, fitness, food, hobbies, shopping, sports, technology. And every interest have subcategories. In entertainment, films, games, life event, music, reading, television. In films, what kind of films? Action, animated, anime, Bollywood, comedy. So every category have subcategory, and every subcategory have subcategory. That detail we can target our audiences on the basis of their interest. For example, if I am a food blogger or I have a restaurant, so I will choose this category, food and drinks. I can choose my category, which category is my alcoholic drink or cooking, cuisine, drink, food. Let's say I want to go with food. What kind of food? Barbecue, chocolate, dessert, fast food, organic, pizza. I can choose the, let's say I choose pizza. So those who are liking pizza, those who actually buy pizza frequently and visit pizza stores like Pizza Hut and Domino's, my advertising will be appear to only those people.
Okay.
So this is the intersection is really long, and you can target them from there. Then there is a behavior section. What kind of behavior they have? Like recently married, recently traveled, recently buy something new. So Facebook have a section of life event, and they people mention something, got engaged, got married,
Yeah.
or visited Andaman. So these kinds of things Facebook is noticing and providing us. So there is a company, Andaman Travel Lover, and they provide travel packages. And their business owner is studying digital marketing for our institute. So we told that person how to generate leads from here. Go to anniversary within 61 to 90 days. So those who have anniversary in next 30 days, you can target them, become celebrate your anniversary with us. And there are option also available, engagement option. Okay, those who got engaged in last 6 months or 3 months or 2 months. Obviously, those who got engaged or got married in last 2 or 3 months, obviously they are looking for their honeymoon. And if they are looking for their honeymoon, they are looking for a particular travel location to visit, whether in India or outside India. So you can target them by their behavior, whether their anniversary, consumer classification. If you go to consumer classification, the other classification in India, people in India with high value goods, people in India who prefer mid and high level goods. So those who want buy product, like we gave you example of a Skoda above 10,
Yeah.
50. So you will target these people. A mid-level good, you will target these people. So if you choose this one, your online advertisement will show to only those people who can't afford it. So this is the benefit. Then we have digital activity. What kind of digital activity they are doing? Gaming, technology, Facebook payment they are using. So you can find out from here. If you're targeting some kind of a business age or a small entrepreneur or some kind of influencer or bloggers, so obviously they have pages on a Facebook. Every business and every influencer or every blogger have a page. So you can target
Yeah.
every Facebook business page admin from here to generate B2B leads or to connect with those bloggers or business owner, and you can choose the industry from here in the behavior section. Then we have internet users. Which internet browser you are using? Chrome, Firefox, Internet Explorer, Microsoft Edge, Opera, Safari. We can target you. Even we can target you from the device you are using. OnePlus 7, OnePlus 6. We have information about that, because whenever we buy a new phone now, and we create our account, so they ask you, do you want to share your battery location, battery status, your network status, your mobile device, everything. So when we do a LinkedIn marketing campaign, and LinkedIn there, you can actually target someone with the exact model of mobile device. I don't know which mobile device you are using, Ayushi, but If we are using the same device, I am targeting here, so my advertisement will be shown to you. So this is the power of digital marketing. So there are lots of category here.
So how does this work? Like the mobile device thing? Like,
Not in this, in Facebook don't allow this kind of thing. In LinkedIn, I will show
okay.
you when we run a LinkedIn marketing campaign. Na? So LinkedIn, there is an option here. Which mobile? First, they will ask you which mobile company you want to target. Let's say you say OnePlus. Then they will ask you which model you want to target. OnePlus have lots of model. I am using OnePlus 7. Maybe someone is using OnePlus 7T or 8 or 8T. So you will pick the model from there. Then they will ask you which uh, telecom provider you want to target, Geo, Airtel, BSNL, Vodafone, or Idea, then you will choose from there too. If you want to target everyone, you will go with all. If you want to target a specific one, you will go with the specific one. For example, why we run these kind of advertisement? Like OnePlus. Whenever OnePlus or Apple launches a new phone, so we know that these are the premium mobile phones, and the owners of these mobile phones always upgrade their mobile phones whenever these companies launch a new mobile phone. So let's say
Yeah.
Apple is launching iPhone 12. So those who are using iPhone 10 and iPhone 11, they will want to upgrade to iPhone 12. So what we will do, we will uh, run our advertisement only for those who are using iPhone 11 or 12. Because if you run for everyone, not everyone can afford iPhone, yeah. So it costs more than 1 lakh or 2 lakh rupees phone. So this is the benefit of targeting people on the basis of the devices they are using. And it's not uh, limited to mobile devices. You can target people who are using the laptop of different brands, or mobile devices, or SIM, or applications. Like I can target who are using Opera, Google Chrome, or those who are using a particularly software, those who are using Amazon or Oyo or Flipkart. I can target people also. So there are lots of features here for detailed targeting, and that we will learn when we actually learn about the topic, and we will run the marketing campaign.
Yeah.
So here are the some on the basis of the demographic, sorry, behavior. So we also have uh, demographic part two. The demographic part, other than age, gender, or location, their education is a part of demographics. Do you have in undergraduate degree, or which school you are in, which field of study, management, finance, are you from, what type of education level you have, masters or bachelor, I can target from there. Financial, what is your income, again same thing, are you come from mid income group or high income group, I can target from here. Household income top 100%. So in India it's not possible, it's only available for US, because in US population are divided according to their money they have. Like in India, where to find rich people? Come to South Delhi, you will find the richest people, or go to
Yeah.
Mumbai, Juhu, you will find the rich people. So we can target them. Same in USA. India, this feature is not available. Life event, as I told you, any life event you have, like anniversary, away from family, away from home, date of birth. Like if I want to providing some kind of a birthday services or party services, so I can target those who have upcoming birthday in next 2 to 5 days. Like click on birthday, month of birth, and upcoming birthday. So those who have upcoming birthday, I can target them and show my product. Like a restaurant which host
Yeah.
bars or pubs which host birthday parties, and I want to promote my bar. Come here and celebrate your birthday. So I can target those who have a birthday coming here. So Facebook collect lots of information, whether it's about your new relationship, newly engaged, newly wed, everything. They have every information about you, and you don't know when you have provided them, but they have it, and they provide to digital marketer, and we target you. This is the all about the detailed targeting, checking the insight, and the measurement, return of investment part of digital marketing, which is way, way, way better than traditional marketing. Now, after seeing all this data, again you go back to that slide and read the points why digital marketing is better than traditional marketing. And I think you are 100% sure that yeah, digital marketing is better than traditional marketing, and that's why businesses are now targeting digital marketing, because it's too costly in tradition. Results are not you can measure, and you cannot target your audience. In digital marketing you can do everything. So in next coming 1 to 2 years, digital marketing will take over traditional marketing, and in next 5 to 10 years, traditional marketing will be over. No one will advertise on the traditional media in next 5 to 10 years, because there will be more website, there will be more OTT platform, there will be more channels like YouTube. And you have example, there is a two app which are competing with Twitter. There is a application which are competing with TikTok. There is a Reddit application which are competing with YouTube. There are social media channels every day launching. So company will launch these applications, these channels, and we will shift those channels. We started with Netflix in 2014, and now we have around 8 to 9 platforms to watch content. So
Yeah.
in next coming 9 to 10 years, there will be no traditional marketing. Maybe 5 to 10% for only for big businesses, but digital marketing will take over everything. But this is all about the difference of digital marketing over traditional marketing and the benefit part of digital marketing.